Hey guys!
Oh shit, we're doing okay. Hey! How's it going?
This is the Wrestling Rundown on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
YouTube.com/The Wrestling Rundown. But you probably already know that since you're here watching.
I would hope so. If not, welcome.
And yeah, this is episode and episode 512. And this is the midweek wrap-up portion.
What?
Yeah. It's like you take the midweek and then you wrap it up to go like a doggy bag at a Mexican restaurant so he can eat the cow stomach.
Gross.
Kind of like the first thing we're going to talk about. Tough enough.
Yeah. Well, your pick went home. Tanner will not be picking up the contract this season. Tanner was eliminated. Their challenge this week was to create a finisher. They got to work with all three coaches and...
By the way, nobody created a finisher. All those were actual moves.
Create a finisher for their persona.
Fine.
We had Sarah Lee with a Ronda Rousey type armbar. We had Tanner.
The Ronda Rousey type armbar.
Yeah. Tanner yelled and then did a crossbody. That's probably why I got eliminated.
Style. You gotta yell before you do your off the ropes move.
We had Josh do an avalanche into a running power slam, and then we had ZZ with a flapjack into a gator clutch.
They call it the Gator Claw on Facebook.
Claw. Yeah.
And Amanda did the thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. She did the running bulldog.
Hey.
But yeah, Tanner ended up going home. He actually got the least amount of votes out of all three guys. Josh actually got the most votes.
Well, that's how you go home, is have the least amount of votes.
Yeah. But, I mean, compared to Josh, who really hasn't connected with...
Rigged!
Yeah, Josh actually getting the most votes, even over ZZ, who's been... Yeah?
Rigged.
Big rig? He's huge.
Sorry, but this is the point where we're seeing WWE trying to pull the strings to keep the guy they want to win.
It's because Vince is like Josh since the start.
Yeah.
So, oh well. We got one more week. Next week is the finale of Tough Enough.
Vince had everybody who worked for WWE vote for Josh.
So next week, either Josh or ZZ, and either Sarah or Amanda will be getting the Tough Enough contracts.
Yes, it's Josh or ZZ, or Sarah or Amanda, or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
My money's on blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We're
it's kind of like D's nuts running for president.
President Nuts.
Did you see that?
No.
That was on a local news station. I don't know where. I want to say somewhere in this, Virginia, maybe. They had presidential favoritism poll, and they actually had a graphic on the screen: Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, these nuts.
Well, with that being said,
entertaining.
We're gonna move on to the main event. We open up with Charlotte taking on Alicia Fox.
Hey!
We had the tall ones of PCB and Team Bella going at it. Charlotte was
getting beat up a lot.
Yeah, she did not have a lot of offense in this match.
No, not until a couple big boot.
Yeah. Then it kind of turned, and she was able to lock in the figure eight and get Alicia Fox to tap out. So, yeah, I mean, Team BCB is picking up wins left and right here.
Yeah, also
they're
forwards and
ass.
backwards.
Yeah.
And diagonally.
Yeah. Then we had...
all the dimensions.
Then we had speaking of dimensions, we had Jack Swagger take on Stardust. It's from the fourth dimension.
That is from the fifth dimension.
Some dimension. It's not...
He's from a dimension.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if he was from the second dimension and he was flat.
Well, I thought,
stupid.
Jack Swagger's
I
coming
hate
out.
my jokes.
He's stop.
My joke's shitty today.
It's because we spent too much time. Chikara. We spent too much time.
If there was
making jokes before the show started.
Matthew did botchamanias for fucking video blogs.
You'd be on all
This episode. Beginning to end.
Yeah, Jack Swagger, who's actually been on kind of a winning streak, has
to go against somebody who's in an important storyline. So the winning streak is over.
Everyone went, all right, we need Stardust to win. What's Jack Swagger doing? Nothing. Okay, we'll have him lose. Oh, shit, we were going to do something with him.
Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, Stardust got out of the ankle lock and then used
It's just like, we need an opponent for Stardust for main event tonight. But, what about Swagger? Sir, Swagger's been on a winning streak as of late. Swagger, go.
Stardust got out of the ankle lock. Used a sunset flip to kind of disorient Swagger. As Swagger was getting up, he got kicked in the face and hit with the Queen's crossbow. Then the Ascension were telling that.
Yeah. Wake up. Time to die.
The Ascension were going to destroy the primetime players.
Yeah?
That's
Is that a fact?
That's what Connor said.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, okay. The match was okay for a second, and then the finish happened.
No, it was okay for a lot of the match. This is actually one of the best matches the Ascension has had.
And the primetime? Well,
No, because it's the primetime players that fucked it up. Specifically,
your favorite.
My favorite wrestler of all negative time. Titus
Woof Woof O'Neil.
Hepatitis O'Neil.
Yeah, it was weird.
Blood type Titus O negative.
There was a cool setup where Darren ended up giving his back suplex on the apron to Connor, which left Titus and Victor in the ring, and Victor went off the ropes in what we thought was going to be Clash of the Titus, but instead it turned into a backdrop.
No, it turned into like Titus picked him up and they fumbled around for a second, and then he put him back down and they tried again the other direction and gave the most awkward backdrop ever.
And then he went for a pin.
And I was hoping that was the end of the match. Because at that point, I would have been sold and thought Titus O'Neil was unstoppable.
But Connor breaks it up, he gets tossed back out of the ring, and we get a, what was it? It was an Enziguri to Victor, who walks right into a Clash of the Titus.
Yeah, an actual Clash of the Titus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, if he would have won after that backdrop, I was like, they have plans on putting the World Championship on Titus O'Neil by the end of next year.
They're gonna... It's his new finisher. It's just a fucked up backdrop.
Get down. Get off me.
Shoot flying
flying monkey.
That was it for main event.
Thank God.
We're going to talk about Lucha Underground real quick.
Oh. We are?
Yes, because one of
it's not on anymore.
No, but one of the producers recently was
Which
doing...
one?
I don't know his name. His name's not on my notes. Because
Well,
I take terrible notes.
Non-credible note.
Fuck you!
You need a bibliography. You need to cite your sources, bro.
Go to ringsidenews.com and look for the update on Lucha Underground Season 2. You
can also find it on NoDQ.com.
Fuck off.
I might have read it before.
One of the producers from Lucha Underground was talking, pretty much giving an update on what the current status for Lucha Underground Season 2 is, and he wanted to break it up into 3 different parts. The if, where, and when. If is a 99.9% sure that it is going to happen. They are doing everything they can to make it happen, and it is set to go. The only problem is, where is it going to happen? Because where they were at, in Boyle Heights, it's very expensive to rent out the building for Lucha Underground. So they're looking for somewhere a little less pricey, which is kind of cool because they set up their ability to move with the whole Dario Cueto, taking the money and him and Lotus taking off and driving wherever. It's cool because they can pretty much set up wherever they want. And as far as when, they want to be back on the air by October, and it just really all depends on if they find a place before then. Ding ding. Then they could be back on by October. It just really depends on if they're able to, find a place, get to shooting Chikara, and
Don't shoot Chikara.
no, shooting Lucha Underground.
Don't shoot Lucha Underground.
With a camera. Like what we're doing. We're shooting ourselves right now. You're a moron. Oh, God. Yeah, so
This is what happens when you shoot yourself.
they are hoping to be back on by October, but at the latest, they will be back on by January 2016. So the fact that there is that much hope for a Lucha Underground Season 2, I'm excited. I can wait till January if I know what's going to happen. By the way, check out the Steve Austin show. This week's Friday episode or Thursday episode and next week's Thursday episode, Vampiro is on it. So
True.
a fun interview. You get to learn a lot about Vampiro and the fucked up shit that he had to do to actually become a wrestler. To get down to Mexico, he did a robbery and took that money to get down to Mexico. So
He did a robbery.
yeah.
It's just weird. He committed a crime. He committed robbery.
Yeah.
We're shooting ourselves, so we're committing a TNA. Oh.
Let's move on to NXT.
Yay!
By the way, speaking of NXT, guess who worked the NXT tapings last week?
Bob Backlund.
Wrong. Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, fuck. Does this say give me a hint?
Tommaso Ciampa.
Cage?
No, it's Tommaso Ciampa.
China Gargano.
It was Tommaso Ciampa.
Dash Hatfield?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa worked NXT tapings, so not next week's episode, but within the next 4 to 5 weeks, we should see Tommaso pop up on an episode of NXT. So that should be fun.
Scott Hall?
Drink from your sippy cup, Kevin. Chicago.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
Alright. First try.
So we open up NXT with a contract signing for the NXT Women's Championship match. Bayley taking on Sasha
That will
Banks.
take place
This Saturday,
22nd of August. From the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
at NXT Takeover. This was a really good promo for both these girls.
It was alright.
Bayley wanted to have her moment. She is so set. She's got a feeling. She knows she's gonna win the NXT Championship.
I've got a feeling.
She's gonna win the NXT Women's Championship, and Sasha's like, no, you're not, because I'm the best. And all these people, they cheer for you, but guess what? They suck just like you. And you're gonna find that out on Saturday. And
My favorite thing that Sasha said was, "There's a reason why I'm on Raw and SmackDown and you're not." That was the best diss she had for Bayley.
And she signs it.
No,
and
she stamps it.
It's just putting her signature on it.
That's not signing it. She's signing it. Do that.
What the fuck ever.
She had to do that to make the stamp, probably.
All right, Thomas. Quit being so fucking literal.
My name's Kevin.
Right now, you're Thomas.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Steel. I'm secretly the bunny.
put that on.
Cool.
And then what happened?
So then Sasha actually starts to walk away, and Bayley's like, no. Can you take me seriously while I'm doing that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you... I hope this is coming up on camera.
I hope we can hear anything you're saying.
That's not working. Sasha starts walking away, and Bayley's like, no. See, I've seen contracts like this before.
I've watched a lot of WWE, and these things never end peacefully.
And Sasha's like,
If you will.
Sasha's like, well, guess what? I don't care. And she starts walking away, and Bayley runs after her and beats the fuck out of her on stage
It takes 4 referees.
to hold back little old Bayley.
I was thinking that this was going to be on par with the Brock Lesnar Undertaker brawl. They should have just had all the females from the WWE come out and pull them apart. All the main roster females are there.
And one of them yells, I'm gonna kill you!
Pregnant Rosa.
Oh, no.
She's just walking behind them.
Wah, wah,
Boobies.
Anyway,
That's all I hear when Rosa talks.
Anyway, yeah, good moment for Bayley. Shows that she's adamant about taking that title.
She's gonna take the title from Sasha Banks.
Just a fair warning, we have a lot of very quick
Like
things
a
that
boss.
happen on this episode of NXT. Starting with Tyler Breeze defeating Tara Ryzen, Triple H. Is this your new thing? You're just gonna give everyone you're just gonna give this guy like your shitty gimmick. He even had like neon Spider-Man logos on the side of his fucking pants.
Yeah, it was Spider Rising.
There was nothing new about this guy. But he got knocked out real quick by a supermodel kick.
Superman kick.
And then Tyler Breeze, who actually came out with a Jushin Liger mask, would put the mask on Ryzen and address him as Jushin Liger.
Hey, it's like, hey Jushin, wasn't very impressed. Didn't do so good. It's a lot easier to beat you than I thought it would be. Here's what's actually going to happen at Takeover. Beauty shot!
And then he hits Jushin Thunder Ryzen with a beauty shot.
Then he counts a pin for himself.
Yes.
By the way, this was just NXT job over.
Yes, is what it was. Because then we move on to
NXT pushover.
we have Big Cass and Enzo teaming with the Hype Bros to take on the team of Mr. 450, Jesse Sorensen, Trent Reznor Light, and the Legal Man. Because if you follow Triple H on Twitter, he posted a couple pictures of some matches that are going to happen at the Barclays Center before.
Yeah, it's going to be a half hour before Takeover.
Okay, they're doing special matches, which is going to be a special episode of NXT next week on the WWE Network. And one of which is the Hype Bros and Enzo and Cass taking on the Mechanics and Jordan and Gable in an 8-man tag match.
Yeah.
So we had the faces get a warm-up.
Or as I like to call them, mechanically Gable.
What about Jordan?
It's part of the Gable.
I don't think he'd like that. just gonna say that right now. I don't think Jason Jordan would be.
They're already William Gable.
All right.
Mechanics.
Yeah,
Mechanically Gable.
yeah, the Hype Zos defeat.
And it's Enzo, Cass, Zack Ryder, and the guy that needs a helmet to tag along.
It's Big Cass, Ryder, Mojo, and Zoe. They ended up beating the Legal Man with the Amore Missile. Enzo picking up the win. Then we had the Mechanics, Gable and Jordan actually kind of address that team.
So impressive. They beat a couple of jamokes.
Yeah. Should we be impressed that they beat a couple of jamokes they picked up off the street? And then Jordan,
Cass kicked him back to Comic-Con.
yeah. Mr. 450 in his Saiyan armor. Yeah, Jordan made or asked the mechanics to just do the Ready, Willie, and Gable thing with Chad just to appease him for a second.
Like Dawson afterwards was like, that actually felt kind of good. Like Nash was like, yeah, we had a moment.
Yeah. We get right back to our squashing ways.
Hold on, real quick though.
Okay.
Also, I really hope we get a lot more promos of these guys.
The mechanics and Gable and Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, like Gable and Jordan, they've had a bunch of promos before. Like they've done promos.
You want more for the mechanics.
More of the mechanics, because that actually showed that they have a personality to go along with.
Dawson was pretty funny.
Yeah, Dawson and Nash are not just guys who go in the ring and wrestle.
Yeah.
They have other abilities as well.
Yeah.
Like fixing your car.
See, and that's just something that we can be excited that the tag team division for, the coming future as far as NXT and the main roster,
hopefully,
is in really good hands because we've got some great tag teams coming up.
Yeah, like Ty Dillinger and Jason Joe.
Try again.
The Legion.
So must have a fire. Left fire. Thank you. We move on.
Ooh. What about the former NXT Tag Team Champions, Adrian Neville and Corey Graves?
That's just a low blow.
Right in the ding ding.
Ding ding. We move right back into our squashing ways as Samoa Joe makes quick work of Steve Cutler, putting him right into the
Hey, that's what
clutch.
we do, his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he hit him a couple times.
Didn't help his case though. Didn't help his case. I don't know why I almost went into that accent.
This is a noise.
Yeah, immediately making Cutler pass out to the Coquita clutch. Did he tap out? I thought he passed out.
He tapped out.
And as Samoa Joe is making his way to the back, he is attacked by Baron Corbin.
Boot to the face.
Who beats the fuck out of him until he gets in the ring, and then Joe is starting to make a comeback, and then he goes off the ropes and gets hit with the end of days. And fucking Baron Corbin had to work for that shit.
You didn't say that thing. Come on.
What thing?
You sing Jakarta.
What thing?
That thing.
What thing?
Come.
What thing? We move on to a tag team match where we had Blake and Murphy taking on the Shoot Nation, Angelo Dawkins and Sawyer Fulton.
Hey, sure.
This was a really good showing for the Shoot Nation because they got a lot of great offense off on Blake and Murphy. Blake and Murphy still looking super strong going into their tag team title match against the Vaudevillians. But yeah, I'm excited to see more of the Shoot Nation because they really took it to the champs. And you kind of had me going for a second because he goes that's kind of how Blake and Murphy came. They out of nowhere beat the Lucha Dragons. And I was like,
they had an upset win over the NXT Tag Team Champions too.
Yeah, but that was for the titles.
No, they beat them first to get them.
Oh, that's right. Then they challenged for the titles. Okay.
That's what put them on the map.
Yeah.
It was an upset win over the champions.
But it didn't happen for the Shoot Nation.
No running suplex and frog splash.
Yeah, Blake. Awesome frog splash.
Frog splash.
Dig it.
I like Murphy's running suplex better.
Yeah, both of them are cool.
By the way, last time these guys had a tag match against each other, the running suplex didn't go nearly as fluid as this time.
No.
They fell funny.
Yeah. Definitely fixed it up this time.
Sawyer Fulton's not a small guy.
But before they're able to get out of the ring and walk away, we have the Vaudevillains come out, Chikara, and say, this Saturday we have a plan for slap. Wait, what are you doing? That was my favorite part. We have a plan for. Wait, what are you doing? And Alexa just walks up, slaps the shit out of both of them, and Aiden goes, as we were saying,
and she's like,
this Saturday,
just start talking again, dude.
This Saturday we have a plan for whap whap. Well, shit. And that shut him up.
Twice.
Yeah, thanks, Blake. Thanks for counting how many times each man got slapped. Yeah, Vaudevillians didn't get to say anything, but I'm wondering if they're gonna go as obvious as Blue Pants, or debut someone completely different, just to blow people's minds at Takeover. Like, I'm trying to think who else they could possibly get to fill that spot. Like, I feel like it's got to be, like, granted, Blue Pants would be a very big pop because everyone loves Blue Pants. But I feel like
I love Blue Pants.
Blue Pants. That's fun to say.
Blue Pants.
But I feel like if they
Come
got
on,
an even bigger name to fill that spot, I think it would be just a fucking monumental situation.
Honestly, I can't think of like who
I can't either.
they
And
could bring in, because if somebody who's a big name gets signed, there'd be some sort of hubbub about it online,
Probably.
or on the radio airwaves.
But WWE has surprised us in the past.
They had like Royal Rumbles. Diesel. That was fucking rad.
Yeah. I picked Diesel that year.
Yeah.
That was a good year.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
But he was not very good. He only eliminated like one
I don't
person.
give a fuck. It was still Diesel.
I think Sheamus eliminated him.
Fuck James.
Might have been Sheamus. I think it was Sheamus. Sheamus or Wade Barrett.
I think it was Barrett, actually.
Barrett. Barrett.
Boom. Then we finish off the night with Kevin Owens' declaration.
What if? I was just thinking. Right? What if they get a Lunder Blaze?
That would be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that I would pop so hard for that. That'd be awesome.
Or Devin. Let's just come out with Devin.
And everyone's like, yeah, wait, the announcer chick?
Backstage girl?
JoJo. We get JoJo. You know she can beat Ronda Rousey, right?
That's what I've heard.
It's a very even match.
Yeah.
A lot of people really unsure what
3
the
apples
outcome.
tall.
Yeah. Okay. We finish off the night with Kevin Owens.
And an elimination chamber match.
No. Kevin
Fuck
Owens.
was I watching?
I don't know. Kevin Owens doing
the new 2K16, that's right. Spoiler alert, we have a copy. Shh. Make the bitches jealous.
I still have 2K14.
Bitches be tripping. Because they tie their shoes together.
What the fuck? Kevin Owens comes out and does the traditional Chikara. I just realized you put that down. He does the traditional, hey, we got a ladder match coming up, so I want to make a statement with a ladder in the ring.
I hope you don't do that for every video from here on out.
You never know. And he had a really great promo.
It got really intense at the
He
end.
was tearing the crowd apart, calling him the John Cena of wrestling fans.
Yeah, the crowd in its entirety is a John Cena fan.
Which was really, like, the way he described it was great, because he's talking about how, if I start...
He's telling the truth.
If I start talking, if I come out here and start cutting a promo, it's all fight Owens, fight. But then if I lay a finger on like Sami Zayn, then you start booing. Or he had all
He's like,
these.
or if I say that talk about how I beat John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real. I love that Owens just takes these realistic ideals and applies them to his promos, and it just makes them that much better. It's so much fun to watch him put a promo together, and he gets really intense. Once he gets up to the top of the ladder, he's letting Finn know that when he's at the top grabbing the championship, it's not going to be an epic fight of both men, trying to reach for the title.
Hell no.
No, he's going to be at the top grabbing the title while a doctor, a trainer, and a stretcher are down there tending to Finn Balor.
Yeah,
because he's not
that
making.
Stretcher's going to be down there pulling Finn Balor out and laying him on the trainer.
Does that make sense? But Finn Balor would have. Well, he did have something to say, but first he
appeared on the corner.
He kind of tripped me out. Like, I was expecting one of two things. Either we were gonna get the stare down between the two of them with Finn Balor up on the top of the stage, because they did the whole smoke thing and he wasn't there. I was like, okay, they're not doing that. I was waiting for him to slide in the ring, run up the ladder, and punch Kevin Owens. And that didn't happen either. Because then Kevin Owens is just kind of staring off into space. I'm like,
well, he's looking at the entranceway.
yeah. And then
Balor's behind him.
And then the spotlight shows, and Finn Balor's sitting on the turnbuckle, and he looked so pissed.
He was dying.
Like he was so mad.
He hadn't eaten yet, so he was hangry.
Grab Snickers.
Fuck that.
Kevin Owens would get down, Finn Balor would get off the turnbuckle, and they would proceed to...
Being hangry is how he channels the demon. If he eats a Snickers, he just turns back into regular Finn Balor. You want him to be hangry. You want the demon. Right? Yeah, you being Finn Balor. Or so I've been told.
Yes, I do. Finn Balor would...
Should have just waited to see how long you could hold your breath.
Probably not much longer. Chikara! Finn would just lay out Kevin Owens. Actually hit him with the ladder.
Tried to hit him with the ladder. Owens powdered out like a bitch. What?
And then Balor sets the ladder back up, goes up to the top of the ladder with the NXT Championship and says, Kevin, I'm not just going to beat you this Sunday and retain the NXT Championship. I'm going to kick your ass and shut your mouth for good.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, not the most...
He said he ain't have no nipples.
T-Rex arms. Kermit the Frog arms. Yeah.
Arms.
Tusk arms.
God. That's tusk arms.
Yeah, so not the most eventful episode of NXT,
Hell
but
no.
definitely had some...
It definitely had a lot of guys who we don't know what they're called.
Yeah, had a lot of those. But it had some good, it had some good moments that makes you want to find out what's going to happen Saturday.
Yes.
Which
and
is,
next week.
Yes.
Because, along with the 8-man tag match, pitting the Hype Bros, Cass and Enzo versus the Mechanics, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, they also announced we're going to have Eva Marie versus Carmella, and a fatal 4-way match between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Emma, and Dana Brooks.
Also, we will see the new and improved Bull Dempsey.
Yeah, he's going to take on Elias Sampson.
Yeah. So we'll see if the Bull Fit has done what it should. And
Iron
if it's,
sharpens iron, bro.
We'll have to wait and see. But
wouldn't that be a biggest fucking swerve if they just bring him in and Gregory Iron is his new manager?
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be really fucking rad to see Gregory Iron in WWE.
Yeah.
Especially if he gets to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Remember his campaign to get to the 40-man Rumble?
I was hoping it was going to happen, too. That's it for this week's midweek wrap-up. Mid-wrap week up.
Yo.
Got lots of stuff coming up.
Got lots of stuff for you to click on, like, favorite, subscribe.
And Twitters and Facebooks and Tumblrs and Instagram and Reddit and emails.
FansTalkWrestler@gmail.com.
KevinHawk636@hotmail.com.
And a playlist.
What? With a raw review. You can rewatch this midweek wrap-up. We got SmackDown coming up next. We're going to have an indie news. And then next week, we're going to have an NXT review. We're going to have a SummerSlam review. And then all the other shit that we usually do.
Bro.
There's a lot of stuff next week. Bro.
You forgot.
What I forget?
You forgot.
What I forget?
You forgot prediction video.
Oh, yeah. Predictions for NXT Takeover. Predictions for SummerSlam. No wager this time, though. Because Thomas is never really around
there.
What? You didn't make me aware.
I'm just saying there might be a wager between me and Thomas that you don't know about that definitely affects your well-being.
Fuck you guys. Not you guys. These guys. Thomas.
Who are you talking to? I'm only one guy.
There's...
Don't say you want to fight. Night, everybody.